What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Leonard ellerbe. Leonard ellerbe, the Floyd Mayweather advisor, says Deontay Wilder totally disrespected by Fury AJ talks. Okay. Of course, the right-hand man of Floyd Mayweather, Leonard ellerbe, has blasted a distinct lack of respect for Deontay Wilder as the UK whips up a heavyweight storm. Okay, of course, since June began, British headlines, of course, has had this super fight between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury in the grass, and the pairs agreed to 50-50, okay? 2-fight deal despite the fact that both have dangerous bouts ahead of them, okay? Now, despite these facts, promoters on both sides have released statements on Fury Joshua potentially taking place in the future. Pound for pound star, and other fans want Fury to win in order for the Joshua clash to happen. Okay. But Leonard ellerbe says he's Deontay Wilder, the hometown guy. He's the American kid. That's what I don't like either. Okay. I don't like how the American guys are rooting for Tyson Fury. He's from the UK when all the UK guys are going for their guy. All the boxers are going for Fury and all the fans are going for Fury. We've got people here to have got split support. A lot of Americans are going for Tyson Fury, and I don't like that a lot. Okay. And Leonard ellerbe, he sides with Errol Spence because Errol Spence, of course, made this comment first. And he says, hey, I'll stand with at Errol Spence. Involved have totally disrespected Wilder with planning another fight ahead of him. Because what it is, they're assuming that they're going to beat Deontay Wilder so convincingly. Why worry about not negotiating with Anthony Joshua? Because that fight's going to happen. Now, is it disrespectful? Yes, it's disrespectful. Okay? It's disrespectful. It shows confidence. But remember, Deontay Wilder did the same thing. He did the same thing to Ortiz, right? You know what I mean? He booked 2 fights in advance, so he says, right? When Anthony Joshua himself was trying to get a sit down with him, he booked 2 fights. Boom, boom. I'm fighting Ortiz, fighting Fury. Fury's like, I'm not fighting anybody. Right? What is he talking about? I haven't signed anything. If someone signed something for me, that is illegal. You guys remember that? So, it's one of those things where, yeah, he's getting overlooked. He is. He's getting overlooked because what happened that second fight, a lot of people looked at that like, that's it. Okay, at the end of the day. But, I will say this, okay? With Leonard ellerbe talking about the fans, and a lot of people, like I just dropped a video about the fans, the American fans of Tyson Fury. A lot of Americans are rooting for Tyson Fury. Okay, they are. He has his UK following too. He does. And I think it's one of those situations where you can't blame Tyson Fury for having fans. You can't expect Americans to side with the American champ. I mean, in theory, in a perfect world, it should be that way. If you love your nation, if you're a patriot, right? But it seems to me, honestly, that Wilder just needs more fans. I think he needs more fans to support him. You know what I mean? Leonard ellerbe, Errol Spence, these guys are in boxing. He needs real fans that support him. And I don't know how he would do that. But again, I don't attack Deontay Wilder. I attack his management. I attack his promoters. Okay? Because Shelly Finkel made the wrong decision by not putting him in there with Klitschko. People would have knew who he was years ago. Okay? The man was the WBC champion sitting there ringside at Vladimir Klitschko Joshua in Great Britain. Okay? And what happened? Nobody mentioned Deontay Wilder at all. He was calling out Tyson Fury. And by that time, Tyson Fury was 300-400 pounds. That should tell you something right there. That means the man wouldn't notice like he should have been noticed. Okay? So, fast forward. We fast forward to present day. Now people are like, well, why did these guys like Tyson Fury? Because Tyson Fury made that jump. Vladimir Klitschko sent 2 torches out. Okay? You know, he didn't willingly do it. Okay? I mean, he gave Joshua hell. Tyson Fury outboxed him. Tricky, you know. Just used his wit, tall, height, speed, right? Awkwardness. He did that. Snooze fest. He admits that. But he beat him. Torch. Joshua had hell, fought, great fight. One of the best fights of 2017. Torch. Matter of fact, that caused him to retire. Because Vladimir Klitschko was like, dude, I had a great run, great fight. Because he had a rematch clause. This is Vladimir Klitschko. Shelly Finkel called Deontay Wilder a baby champion. When he did that, I think that hurt his promotional credibility right there. Because because people were calling this man a cherry picker. Because he was with Golden Boy. They were calling him a cherry picker. They were calling him a guy that, man, who is he? You know what I mean? Oh, who is this guy from Alabama? Damn, he got a lot of knockouts, but who has he fought? Okay, those were questions that did come up when Deontay Wilder's name was mentioned. But both of those guys, they left him, you know. They left him behind. So he had to play catch up, you know. But I think that Deontay Wilder, I think he does need to work on his PR. You know what I mean? I don't think hating on another guy because he has fans in this country is the right way to do it. But is it disrespectful for Tyson Fury to already be negotiating with Anthony Joshua? Yes, it is. It's disrespectful. Like Stephen A. Smith, it's very disrespectful. Right? Stephen A. But yes, it is disrespectful. But fans, I mean, Tyson Fury can't do anything about it. You know what I mean? You can't make people like you. You have to be appealing. You're either appealing or not. And not saying Deontay Wilder's not appealing. He appeals to a certain demographic. But unfortunately, I think a lot of the people that know who he is and say to this day, I don't think they support him like they should. I think they're blowing smoke, honestly. Because you ask yourself, the numbers don't lie. Are they buying those pay-per-views? You know what I mean? They watch the fight probably. Fire stick. Some illegal bullshit way to watch something. I mean, let's just be real. You know what I mean? And that's what's hurting Deontay Wilder. That's what hurts Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder needs to be, he needs to branch out like Tyson Fury did. Tyson Fury's from the UK. He has fans in the UK and he has fans over here when he came over here to fight, right? Deontay Wilder should fight other places. I've said it before. He was the former world champion. Deontay Wilder made a mistake. I think he was on the Boxing Voice and he said, you know what? Yeah, I'm the heavyweight boxing champion of America. No, and the dude, I think it was, what's his name? I forget his name. But he was like, no, dude, you're the world. Yeah, the world. You know what I mean? So that lets you know how he worded his own title. Okay? So let's look at that. I think Deontay Wilder needs to stretch, he needs to branch, and he needs to realize that, hey, if he ever gets a heavyweight title back, he needs to respect it as a world title. That means you can't just fight like Mayweather in America. Okay? That ain't going to work. That's not going to happen. And especially if you want fans, you got to go to the backyard. Why don't you do what Tyson Fury did? Go to Germany and fight Klitschko. You know, fight Steve Cunningham. Come over here and fight, you know what I mean? Be that guy. Be ambitious. Stop letting people cradle you. And that's exactly what happened, because when they cradled him as a fighter, they cradled all the promotional opportunities for that guy. And that's my counterpunch on that. You guys tell me what you think about Leonard Ellerbe's statements. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunched. Peace.